new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Bro Conversations. I want to know, what's one of the biggest regrets that you do not want to die with? Or even get old with, you know.
Ooh. I don't know, I want to have a kid. And I don't want it just to be because, I have to have sex with someone or something. I'd adopt, I just want to, be a dad at some point. I feel like I would regret, at an old age, not ever being a father.
I understand that.
That's a big thing for me,
I feel like, I don't know, I would be very something I would dislike, I don't know, I would dislike not eventually finding a team of supporters and a group of individuals that I can support, you know what I'm saying, in whatever they're doing. So it's like give and take, give and take, give and take. It's like you don't even need to count the favors that you did. Oh, I gave you this, you know what I'm saying? Like a whole network, not even a group, like a network of people on a personal level, on a business level. That's the shit that I feel like keeps tribes thriving. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be a very sociable person throughout your life.
Yeah, I guess kind of, but not even just to be sociable. I want to help somebody with what they're doing. I want to encourage motherfuckers. And get encouraged back, but I don't want nothing for free. I just want to give what I get.
Shit like that, bro. Practice a little philanthropy going on.
I guess in a way, kind of. Not even monetarily. It could just be something as simple as advice.
Hell yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to help people that deserve to be motherfucking helped. It seems like a lot of people in my past that I've tried to help. And encourage them to do other shit and expand. They be like, oh, nah, I'd rather just do the bullshit that I'm doing right now because I feel happy in this little bubble. I don't want to improve. I just want to be good in what I'm doing. So it's like, okay.
I mean, there's a group of dads at this school in Chicago or something where it's how it works. Where they walk around the school because the school was having really high crime rates. And so now there's all these, oh, that's cool.
Oh, God.
A little butane lighter going on.
Had to bring it out.
Aight. The flex, bro. And, them walking around that school, completely dropped the crime rate. All the kids were, too embarrassed or something to, commit crimes around, these big, bulky black dads. It's kind of funny.
It's shit like that,
But I feel like that's practicing philanthropy, though, yeah?
Damn, yeah, I guess so. But, mostly, it's not a buzzword. It's philanthropy. It kind of is becoming a buzzword today because, I don't know. Normally, when you think about it, you think about unknown billionaire donating $1 billion or $1 million to this company. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think of.
I mean, hey, if that makes that guy sleep at night donating that money anonymously, good for him. That's not the only kind of philanthropy that makes the world go round, and I'm thinking about, very general and, just when I think about, my psychology shit and stuff like that, I think about just the practice of philanthropy and all the ways that you can be a philanthropist without just giving money. The ways in which we also give our time up to people in order to better our town or something, or to make sure that our kids and our neighbors' kids come out fine. And stuff like that,
Yeah, that's something. There's I guess back in the I don't know, cause back in the days or whatever, people of all races, we had communities. We gave people welcome to the neighborhood baskets and shit like that, and welcome people open arms. But now it's I don't know. I guess the media has a hand in that, but it's don't trust nobody because they might rape you or kill you or steal your money. So it's
Yeah.
And it's I don't give a damn about all these people. Fuck you. I just care about myself, and
I mean,
it just changes.
I don't know, dude. My family's never done welcome baskets or any of that shit like
Right.
that, but I don't know. I feel like that might be more like a TV concept or something. I don't know if people ever really did like welcome baskets and shit like that. I feel like people have always like kept to
Hell
themselves
no,
at
bro.
home. There's no way.
Come
people
on,
like,
come
There's
on.
a welcome basket like everyone. Like I
Not
feel like
everybody,
some, you know,
not everybody, but I'm saying like,
I feel like the majority of motherfuckers don't give a fuck unless they
bro,
like,
especially
really,
think about it before technology.
I just
You don't think people were closer without technology and the internet? Just by that alone.
I think they were, honestly.
Just
I think
by that
it
one thing
separated us
alone.
in some ways and made us closer in others, you know? But I'm talking like, people like give welcome baskets and stuff like that because they want to be noticed and they want to make friends. But if you've already been in a house for like 5 years, if you might already have like a good group of friends, you might not feel a need to go hang out with your neighbors or be like that or like what, you know?
That's true.
It's like normally a welcome basket is just, I guess, an end to a friendship. You know, it's like, hey neighbor, maybe we can do something.
Yeah. I want to grill at your house. I want you to have your kids over to play with my kids.
You have a pool. Can I come over?
Yeah, well, yeah, or that. That's true.
So it's like, but you know, like I
But-
said,
but-
if someone's already been there for
but like
5
I
years,
said-
they might not need them.
It could be, it could be symbiotic. It couldn't be. It don't got what's that? It don't got to be just opportunistic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But I feel you. Cause it used to be sugar and shit like that. You know, sugar. Can I borrow some sugar, salt? Now if somebody asks you that, you be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It will be foreign because we've just been so removed from that. Because we don't got to talk to nobody. And if we want to, we can just pick up the phone, call them, FaceTime them, whatever.
That's true.
I like that. Another thing I wanted to ask is, what would you do if you knew? Wait, what? What would you do? Oh, God. What would you do if you knew that you had only 2 years left to live? Like, how would you want to live the rest of those 2 years?
I don't know, bro. That's deep. I probably wouldn't like, I don't know if this is fucked up. I don't really want to like work, I guess, at that point. I just want to like, the other thing is
that's real. Why would you want to work up until you die?
I don't know. Yeah, you know? So it's like, I feel like if I've already worked for like, because if I was going to die in 2 years, I feel like I've already worked for like a good third of my life, technically. Or whatever. Or
Maybe
a
more
quarter of
than
my
that.
life, you know? So it's like, and all the time and shit I put into school and all that shit, I don't know. But then I'd also feel bad just leeching more money only to then die and then have to have all the funeral costs paid and all that shit. So it's like,
Damn, that's true. Damn.
so that's really
That
hard
is
because it's like
sad.
I'd want to like go see places, but that costs money, and then I'm gonna die, and that's gonna cost money, and then I'm gonna go to the hospital, and that's gonna cost money, and it's just like,
How about this? You overdose on heroin.
but why?
You could go ahead and get it over with. You can dig your own grave and then shoot up heroin inside of it, and free 99, except for the cost of the heroin.
I got you. I mean, that kind of sounds dope as fuck to dig my own grave, honestly.
Yeah,
So
literally.
I kind of fuck with that. Overdose on heroin. Nah, that sounds lame as fuck, bro. I want to like, I'm thinking like,
It cuts the cost of traveling.
I want to do like an explosive or something.
Really?
Yeah,
Would you make it or buy it for somebody?
I'd make it.
Wow. You trying to cut off costs? That's crazy.
I wouldn't want to do a gun. That's gross, and I've seen people like live from that shit, and I'm like,
Yeah, unless it's like a shotgun.
I don't know, man. I've seen people live from that, and then I'm like,
Oh my God.
yes, I know. It's
Nah.
insane the fact that people can like live with like a quarter of their brain missing, but
Yeah.
like it happens sometimes, and it's insane.
Or with only a waist. You seen people like that?
Yes.
They'd be like, damn. Some of them, they be strong. They look like
They
bodybuilders.
got their organs. I don't know. They're still.
Yeah, it's like, wow. But it couldn't work the other way around, though, I guess.
No, like if all of a sudden, like if right, you could be all of that, and I could just go for like the heart, and that would be it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just because like that's how much work those organs do, though. It's like it's insane. And then we'd be like playing football and shit.
He said what?
I was thinking about football. Then we'd be like running our heads out of people's fucking heads for people's entertainment, bro. That's crazy.
Fucking rolling around.
We still like monkeys, bro, because we'd be like, I'd like to run into someone else's head today and then get cheered for. That's what that shit is, bro.
What's that shit called? The Paraplegic Basketball? You seen that?
I've seen, yeah, that shit's awesome, bro. It's a great way for those men to get, this men are fucking bulk, bro. You seen that shit?
Yeah, it gotta be. Especially if you do it long term.
Just thinking, already they were like, I mean, it makes sense, though. They were kind of strong because they're always pushing around their own wheelchair every day, you know?
You ever seen a boxing match like that?
I don't know, that shit would not work. I'd be like, because like, these guys are like back here, be like, that, how does that work? Got the legs in the way, though.
They use one hand to get close and the other one to swing, I guess.
Oh, they don't use the wheelchairs in the fight, do they?
No, I mean, like, yeah, it'd be two wheelchairs next to each other. I saw like one or two of those videos.
That's crazy.
It just go to show you, it's dope though.
Just, yeah.
To think about it, like, no matter what some people may go through, we still fight in a literal way or just a, emotional way, spiritual way even.
That's right.
Fight to get better, fight to,
It's definitely inspirational. Like, they literally overcome things that I'm over here thinking, like, how would that be possible? And they find ways to make it possible, clearly.
Exactly.
Like you saying, you watched it, so I'm like, damn, they found a way. That's kind of cool.
For sure. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got more. Also, well, I don't know. I guess if you were gonna die within 2 years, I ain't gonna answer what I would do. I don't know, bro. Cause you proposed all them questions I wouldn't even think about when I wrote that down.
I'd want to go see places and stuff like that, you know?
Bro, I would try DMT. That's what I would do. That would be dope.
Really?
Maybe I ain't gotta get hooked on it, but it'd be
I
dope.
would do it. I would try it.
Cause I want to try it when I'm like older, like in my 40s, 50s.
Oh, got this fly, bro. I would definitely try it.
Yeah, that I would most definitely try it. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably try a whole bunch.
The police ain't. I'm gonna try it when I'm like 97. The police ain't gonna come after me then. I'm gonna be like 97.
Oh, no,
like,
bro.
let me try it, please.
Let me see what that crystal talking about.
You know, like some old people. See, that's funny though, because like our grandparents are like, I really want to try weed before I die.
Exactly.
And we're gonna be like, I really want to try that fucking funky wonky, my son.
Word.
Yeah, let me get some fentanyl, my boy. I always wondered. We're gonna be so fucked to our kids, bro.
No,
that's gonna be so fucked up. I'm dead ass gonna be on my deathbed looking at my kid like, let me get the funky bunky.
Pass the morphine drip.
Yeah. Like, so let me get the morphine and the codeine, my guy. Come on, fuck me up.
That's crazy.
Oh god.
But no cap, that makes we laughing, but that makes total sense. I can totally see people in our generation, 90 years old. Yeah.
Because that's what people do when they're old. They don't fear. Like if someone says no, like they just say no. But what's the pain in asking? You're not gonna get arrested. It's okay, you know. Like you're not worried about it at that point. You don't care. You know, there's kind of a beauty to it, honestly.
All right, let me build this hypothetical situation. You and me, we graduated college. We're out on our own, living on our own. Blah blah blah. We actually in the field that we want to be in, whether we know what that is now or not. We in that field. We making some traction. Now you have 2 years to live. Do you choose to tell your close ones, or do you choose to just live your life regular, so don't nobody show pity on you like Virgil did? R.I.P. to Virgil.
And also, reminds me of that young male actor who was
Chadwick Boseman. R.I.P. to him too. The Black Panther, if you don't know.
Who didn't tell people and still kept being an absolute charitable man.
Yep. Literally died a hero. That's amazing. He played one in the movie and died one in real life. That's just yeah, it's crazy.
That man came through the metaverse into real life. Oh God, bro. Welcome to the metaverse. So pissed.
I don't think I would tell nobody. I don't think I'll tell my loved ones
I might tell
that I'm gonna maybe like one or two or whatever, but I make them swear not to tell nobody else because I like it's a real noble reason not to, because like I said, you don't want nobody to fucking change on you. Because that will really make other people put shit in perspective and be like, oh, I don't want him to die with it. But when you thought it was all cool, you left it like that. So leave it like that, you know. Don't be lame. Don't be fake when I'm on my deathbed. So I don't think I would tell maybe one or two people, but I wouldn't tell many people.
I would tell my mom just because, like, I feel like, I don't know. I wouldn't just, like, want to, like, die young with my mom like that. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how she'd, like, feel, though, you know? Like, I feel you, though, because I wouldn't want anybody, like, crying for 2 years straight, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Then you gotta live life like that.
I feel like that would be such a waste of time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mourning is for after, not before. That's unnatural. Supposed to mourn when they leave, not when they still here.
Shit, though. I'd just tell my mom that, though. Be like, I'd still tell my mom. And then, like, if she did act like that, I'd have a conversation. Because, low-key, I'd still want her to know, bro. I'd just be like, come on.
I feel you.
You making me feel bad now. So fucked up, though.
Another question. I was thinking about this shit earlier. Would you rather live forever, kind of like a vampire, or get reincarnated forever?
That's a really good question. Because, like, reincarnation is in anything, as in you can become the wind, the rocks,
Barnacle.
basically. Yeah, barnacle.
Whatever. At least that's what I believe it to be. I chose reincarnation. Because living forever, life would be boring. I'd do everything. Well, yeah, I would do everything I would ever want to do. That shit would be boring. You wouldn't have any loved ones. I guess you could make friends over and over. I guess if you had good people skills, but don't you think after a couple hundred years or lifetimes you're gonna die? I mean, you gonna get tired of it.
I mean, reincarnation is way easier to maintain a social identity than it is being a vampire.
And I don't know the stipulations. Like, do you still have the wisdom from the last life? Because that would be dope. To come as human and then spend 100 lives as something else that's not human, and then you still got the wisdom from all that and your previous human life. That shit would be dope.
Reincarnation would be. I would fuck with reincarnation more. I feel like you'd actually learn more. Like I said, from the experience. I was talking about that the other day, but I feel like it would be really cool to like be reincarnated as just something completely different.
Yeah.
Just like a fucking, maybe not a barnacle, but just like a fish, or like a fucking woman in Taiwan, or like a fucking someone in Antarctica, or like something different. I don't want to be like reincarnated as some like another boy in like fucking South Carolina or something. Like that would be lame, you know what I mean? So I feel like, but that's just what being a vampire would be. Is you just live forever and maybe move a state or two away each time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of like reincarnating as just someone in a different, like, one state over. So it's like kind of lame.
That ain't reincarnating, that's moving.
It's just moving, bro. That's why I'm like, I want reincarnation full on, like, fuck it. If I become a rock for a bit, I'm fucked, but give it to me, man. Give me rock life.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I think though there's negatives that come with reincarnation.
Yeah,
like
of course.
You could become like the wind for a fucking while. Maybe that's not that great, you know? But who knows? Maybe you like gain peace from it or something.
Exactly, that's some shit like that.
Some people like come up to you, they be like,
but I don't know. Can you?
Fox.
How would that work? Is the wind a living thing?
I don't. They just say like the spirits move to the wind. Like I don't know. When I was reading about reincarnation, like you can become like the fucking. You can become like a leaf for a second, bro. There's no determinate path. It's weird.
A leaf from the Shadow Clan. Ooh, I got a good one. If you could live in any anime, which one would it be?
That is a good one.
Ooh.
You go first.
Oh, yeah,
I got
sure.
too many going on right now. If you got one.
I'm thinking about Adventure Time or regular show. Probably Adventure Time, because them motherfuckers.
Ooh, you're going with all animated shows.
If you really think about it, especially as an adult, if you watch that shit high, it was a lot of high shit, like drunk people and shit like that. But they covered it up nicely
A regular show world would be cool, just with like human.
Oh, or damn versus that shit would be fire. But everybody was dying and getting in car crashes basically and shit like that. So except for him, so it'll be motherfuckers stalking him and shit like that. Nah, maybe not that one. Danny Phantom, that shit was fire. But only if I was Danny, like anybody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
wouldn't wanna
You
be
were just a
nobody regular.
citizen,
Yeah.
bro. Like you might all of a sudden get a
fuck
train
that.
falling on you because some
Fuck
ghost
that.
asshole has no
Ooh.
idea what's going on.
Or bikini bottom type shit.
Are you a human though?
I mean, I had to be a fish, right?
I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, you said if we go to the anime world, man, I didn't know we were getting the change form too.
I mean, humans don't exist enough, so
Yeah, they do.
except for Patchy.
No, remember David Hasselhoff? You would just be like,
That's
come to you when they
crazy.
needed your help, bro. You're like, Otis, we got no weed down there. Spence Rob in his 30s, bro.
Or
Do you know anyone?
nah,
That
I
would be
gotta go
old fun,
with
bro.
Adventure Time. It was so many different universes and shit like that I could just stop at one of them universes and just chill.
Damn, bro, now you got me thinking hard. I'm thinking like of all the fucking shows, bro. There's been so many. Be like the Jetsons would be cheating, low key. Be like it's just the future.
Yeah, we got a lot of that shit now. If you think about it.
I need my flying car so I can get to work in 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, I don't know why. I just thought of it, bro. Pokemon.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's not because animal abuse is legal, but animal abuse is legal. Not only that,
Hell yeah.
you take your pets.
Are there
You go-
police in that shit?
Hell yeah. So it's
What
cool,
are they
bro.
called?
They're all police officer like Jenny or something, or like police. I don't remember. There's like Nurse Jenny and like I don't remember. They're all this blue-haired woman.
Mm.
Yeah, they're all like sisters.
I was going to say Dragon Ball Z, but it's cool, but it's just not.
So yeah, but I wouldn't want to be a citizen in it, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you go to Pokemon.
Get your house obliterated by Goku. When he charging up with Kamehameha, that shit would be crazy. Because that's another thing like motherfuckers don't be thinking about.
Any other day, but all of a sudden my job and every other fucking story for the
Right.
next 30 floors just got a fucking...
The heroes
Literal
be
hole for
fucking,
it.
you be murdering motherfuckers.
Bro, they don't care. They don't talk about it. But all of a
Hell
sudden I
no.
watch like the building fall down.
Batman had to kill a few people. And he was just in a regular world. He had to kill a few people. His first time suiting up and shit like that.
He says he doesn't kill, but then like you watch him throw somebody off a building and
Yeah.
you're like, that man did not live. That man is dead.
Batman, well, yeah, he's brutal as fuck sometimes.
Remember, Robin, you can't kill.
Exactly.
Throws 8 men off a building by kicking them in the head and they fall backwards, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Throwing a fucking bat knife at a motherfucking head. And
literally tried to, like, have Joker shot down in a helicopter. Like, do you think he was going to survive that? Like, you were just going to go down there and go put him in handcuffs? Like, that kills people.
Oh, man, that's facts.
Not to mention, even if Joker survives, he just killed his pilots and his goons in that explosion. They're not superhuman. They were hired for like $4 an hour.
Word.
That's
crazy.
They were excited. They got to fly a helicopter that day. That's fucked up.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, if you lived in the Batman universe, talk about living in Gotham, bro. Every day you wake up, somebody is in your apartment going through, like, your fucking underwear stash looking for, like, a $20
and there's only
bill.
one nigga that got to survey the whole city, along with the police.
Yeah, I'm
Which get there after you did.
You call the police, and they always show up, like, 30 minutes later. Because they're giving Batman plenty of time to come first.
Saving those tax dollars.
Exactly.
Earning that pension.
So it's like
one person for the whole city.
Exactly. It's like 1 in 1,000 that you actually get help. Yeah.
Depending on where Batman actually lives in the city, oh my god.
Right. When we watch Batman, we're just watching the people that get help, bro. It doesn't say anything about it. Like 80 people died that night.
And then on top of that, he be posing as Bruce Wayne, so people be dying while he at his fucking head at his tower and shit like that.
Bruce being Gotham, he'd be like sending food to Africa. He'd be like 800 people died in Arkham tonight. That's not really my problem. That sounds like a Batman thing. Just like dead ass. Don't give a fuck, bruh. This man is a humanitarian in the comics. What the fuck, dude? What about your state?
That is insane.
Yeah, literally.
And he only come at night, so
during the day, do all your robberies now.
Do whatever you want to in the day, but when the night come,
he wears all black. It's very obvious during the day.
Oh God, that's crazy.
I didn't think about that. You'd be like, hey, don't be working in a warehouse now. That's bad news. He can get you 24/7 in there. It'll come to any warehouse.
Billionaire. He was the first billionaire before real life billionaires, motherfuckers. Damn.
He really said $1 billion. I'm gonna hold on to all of that, right? He was the first 1% that SJWs came after. Damn, I started stuttering hard. That was
been out of space, and that's the thing, man. Especially when a hero is in the classic shit. Not once they start going out of space, that's kind of when they start fucking up. Especially with the real life movies. With the cartoons, do whatever the fuck you want to. But the real life movies, once a motherfucker that's from Earth and been fighting crime on Earth for years and years go out of space, it's like, yeah, we need to stop this. Because we've seen every single outcome. From Star Wars to Star Wars, Star Trek. I think I just said Star Wars twice, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen it and shit like that, especially live action. No.
Yeah, I feel that.
You see that new Spider-Man movie?
Not yet.
Me neither.
I haven't gotten an opportunity, bro. But I've been good. I haven't gotten any spoilers or nothing.
Me neither. I don't know. People that be saying it's good. That's all I've been saying.
I saw like Tobey Maguire and all them getting on a plane together.
Yeah, you saw that person messing with him.
No, I didn't see that. I just saw like a news caption. They were all getting on a plane.
It was a fan that was recording his ass. He kept turning around like looking mad as fuck.
No, I haven't had shit spoiled for me. I don't even know if like Andrew Garfield and all them are actually in the movie. I just know that they were all getting on a plane together, bro.
Right.
So, I have not been looking for spoilers. I've been keeping myself safe, bro. People are going hard trying to spoil this one like they did with the Thanos one.
Yeah, I understand it though. That shit was super long, like way too long. It was like over 3 hours, I believe.
320 or something?
Yeah, god damn. The Titanic only 4 hours. That's only 40 more minutes of content. It was like, damn. So I understand that shit, because a lot of shit, I don't know, I feel like the spacing of it was kind of weird. It wasn't like...
It could have been multiple movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. They could have most definitely split that.
It really
or added that to the next one.
It was weird because it felt like there was actually too much going on in that.
Yeah.
3 hours, you know.
It's hard. It's hard to remember everything. Like motherfuckers is dying and disappearing. It's like, man, you gotta watch it over and over again just to get a solid view of everything that's happening.
For real. And I understand they got like a timeline that they be following, like they've got it set out, like when each movie is gonna come out and all that stuff, and they're keeping true to it. But man, like they gotta chill with that. That one really could have been 2 movies with like.
For sure. With
like honestly, they could have had more explained in like those, like. I don't know. I just feel like I was like lost for a second. I was like, man.
As soon as they got to the quantum shit, like to go back in time, I was like, they lost me. Then you gotta do this polarity and this, like, I was like, shit.
And then I felt like I had to have seen the Thor movies to understand everything, and I was like, with like some of the Loki shit, and I was just getting annoyed. Because I'd seen the most recent one.
You ain't seen Ragnarok?
I saw that one, but I hadn't seen any of the previous ones, and so like.
Oh man, you fucked up. But it's been years. Like they dropped the first ones in like 2006, 2007. So I understand.
That's why I'm like I never, or like it was like a long time ago, and I just never got a chance to see them.
I wonder what they're gonna do. Speaking of Marvel, with the Black Panther shit, are they gonna make? I
hope it's the sister.
Well, okay, yeah. I guess we can handle a lot of stuff like that. They wanted to be T'Challa's sister or whatever. But I thought it was gonna be the A lot of people wanted Michael B. Jordan to do it.
He's not dead, huh?
Did he die in Black Panther? I don't fucking know.
If his character's not dead, he would do good too. I really want it to be the sister, because in the comic books, it can...
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure it can
yeah.
be either of them, but I saw, like, in the comics, she's like Black Panther, and she uses her own gadgets and stuff like that, and it's just... I thought that would be cool. I feel like that would be, like, make lore sense, and she's, like...
Yeah.
Smarter than Bruce Banner and all that stuff. So.
And it'd be well, I don't know now, because remember,
they label her as the smartest person in the Avenger universe at the moment.
But I'm saying how they Oh, okay.
Just at the moment, like there might be like some crazy Interstellar, but she's like the smartest human within the MCU, smarter than Bruce Banner because of the stuff that she was able to figure out that he couldn't. It's canon or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I feel like she would be able to pick up like fighting.
Yeah, because she made his suit and shit like that. So
exactly.
Yeah,
so she should be able to pick up the fighting styles and stuff like that very easily too, being how smart she is.
It'd be dope to see a Static Shock live action movie.
It'd be dope.
Yeah. They did. Didn't they do Clifford? Them motherfuckers, they just released Clifford, the big red dog.
Yeah,
Nah,
they ruining a lot of like this kid stuff. I was like looking at that. Why'd they have to make it CGI or whatever?
What kids are? I don't know, bro.
Do kids like that?
Or kids into that?
That shit used to creep me out when I was younger. The CGI was weird.
On the cartoon, I watched it, but I don't know, like, bro, just like they did Sonic. I've yet to see Sonic. Did you see Sonic?
Because he looks weird, bro. There's something they don't.
I think they changed him though. I think they was getting talked shit about on. Remember when they dropped the clip on YouTube?
I might watch it because they got the one with like Knuckles and stuff like that. I still thought it would be funny if they included Shadow with guns, just like old school, just like. Because in the games, he used to have like pistols and he'd like destroy robots. This man deadass almost killed Eggman and stuff. That was kind of funny.
Shadow was dope.
Shadow was dope. The old like Shadow the Hedgehog PS1 game or PS2 game. I think that's all it was called, like Shadow the Hedgehog. It was pretty bad. It was cool as fuck though, yeah. I know, bro, I'm a nerd.
I am too when it comes to certain things. Just certain things. For sure.
You like that.
I'm high as hell.
You and me too, bro. It's all good though. Shit. What you think about the holiday season?
The Holocaust, I believe
The holidays.
the Jews should.
This man started going on about the Holocaust, bro. He's like, nah, don't do it there. Nah. Jews. I had no idea you were fucking with me, bro.
You see, Jesus was black. And, he...
No.
But, shit, I don't know. It's just... I don't know. It feels weird. Like, ever since COVID or whatever, I feel like we was already disconnected as a people. I just feel like we way more disconnected. Like, motherfuckers... You remember, like, little shit. Motherfuckers used to smile, wave when they see you at the store or some shit. It'd be around the motherfuckers. But, hello. You know, we'd be avoiding each other. Like, no matter what age you are, motherfuckers be avoiding each other. And I don't know. I just feel like these last few years, motherfuckers just been disconnected. And just like we started this talking about, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a season to sell, you know? Not to be as conspiratorial, but, you know, it's a season to sell. Just like Hallmark cards and all this other stuff. I just feel like you should, but at the same time, those people that have today off, have Christmas off and shit like that, that's dope. Because that may be the only time that they get to see their family or whatever. Yeah. Or holidays or whatever. But, you know, I'm not against holidays, but I just see it for what it really is.
I feel that. I get that. Because it's like a way to make people spend money and stuff like that and get the economy moving and shit like that. It is all a way to get a boost to the economy and stores and get...
We don't got no traditions besides watching football maybe if the football game's on. And that's, you know...
Yeah.
We just get together, eat food, and chill with family. But we don't do it for a reason, like a specific reason, like religious holidays and how people follow those. Even though I guess this is but it's not really a religious holiday. It's a fable.
For that, you know, it's not religious unless you make it religious. You know.
Yeah, but you can't make Christmas religious because it ain't about Jesus, and that's nowhere in Santa or reindeer. So that's weird.
It is.
This really ain't got nothing. This holiday ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah.
It's just made up.
And that's fair. It was originally about Jesus, and it used to be a much more. Like in the olden times when it was even before. Now, I mean, you can just go back to like the start of Christmas where it was a very religious holiday at the time. People were still very, you know, a little more overt about their religious needs and their need to go to, you know, church every Sunday. You go every Sunday now. Yeah. Why weren't you there last week? Type shit.
Yeah.
That energy, you know? So there was also like a need to like, you better show respect to baby Jesus now. You don't love babies? Shit like that. So.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Sorry your party's so lame.
Yeah. So, people don't really care about you anymore, my guy. Some Christians do. But, people just, they celebrate it for themselves now.
Yeah, and deeper than that, it's just like, religion is just now as big as a joke as it's ever been. We see rich fucking pastors and shit like that, motherfuckers selling holy water and like just making a fool of themselves, and it's so embarrassing.
I feel like religion is evolving in the present time into what it needs to be. You know, people don't need that strict religion anymore to keep them alive. You know, the whole not to eat pork and not to eat certain meats. Like some of that saved people's lives back in the day. Like why didn't they actually eat pork? You know, it was because pigs lay around in their own shit all day. It was a dirty meat and they spread disease, you know? It's the same way how other religions have done that with other animals, you know, like with beef and stuff like that. And, you know, there were reasons. It saved people. But now I feel like religion is serving the purpose of kind of helping people feel accepting of themselves. I feel like a lot more churches are moving towards being accepting of gays and accepting of anyone and are just working towards that whole give us money, we will help you accept yourself. Kind of like a weird therapy program.
Yeah, but you don't get help. You just get a feeling of temporary feeling of faith or whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's and temporary. Some people just need momentary like reinforcement though.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're getting reinforced some bullshit, it's like who's winning?
The church.
Yeah.
It's a business, bro. I mean, You know, I mean,
it's just crazy how naive people are. It's like, you know, most people, they only believe in something because they make themselves have to, just to be sane.
To act like the priest does not go to work every Sunday, and he may not like it, but he goes because he has to make money is dumb, I will say.
Making money is cool, but then when you start exploiting, it's like, damn. When you start driving a different caliber car, like an S-Class when everybody has Toyota, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, when you spending money on luxuries.
There's a guy down the street that lives in a McMansion.
Right. Oh, yes.
And he's a not a priest, but a church minister or whatever.
Yep. It's just funny, man. It's so funny. Like that's one thing though. Like it's funny just seeing a lot of shit. Seeing people like the dreams and the lengths that they will go to sell you some shit. Like, no, my true God is this, that, you know.
Oh God, bro.
People that aren't specifically so religious and have faith or whatever, we can just see right through it. But it's crazy. It's like people that believe in whatever. It's like they got a veil in front of their eyes.
It's almost because it doesn't meet any of our needs. There's nothing out of the church that I need. Some of those people need something from that church. You know, they need acceptance. They need a group of people who all follow one thing. They need a tribe to call their own. They just need a group of people that are like them. You know, and other people, they just don't need that. They're okay accepting themselves, and that's really the better concept to follow. I believe. That's just my belief, but you know, everybody has their own beliefs, and we all need certain things and feel like we need certain things that we don't.
Which is most of everything. That's why some a spirituality or aspect or group of people I really respect, or at least from the outside looking in, is like people like monks and shit like that. People that literally spend every second of the day trying to be holy or be godly or shit like that. So I think I really respect that aspect of it, and just trying to live their life very, very strictly, living somewhere you probably didn't grow up and shit like that, looking like other people, shaving your head, doing some things that we would consider crazy or whatever, you know.
I respect the practice of trying to earn people's respect without money, you know? Not by buying their respect, but by earning their respect, you know? And I don't know. I phrased that really terribly. How can I phrase this better? You know, it's very respectable to see them go and do acts, not specifically about the money, but to do it just because it's a good act and stuff like that, you know?
I don't like when people record themselves giving homeless people money or food. I do not like that.
Well,
especially money, like if you give a homeless person some money and you spread it out so the camera can see how much it is, it's like, damn, bro.
It's a little like, kind of like jerking yourself off a little bit.
Yeah, I really don't like that. And if you're going to do it, record yourself and not that person, you know what I'm saying? Just record you handing it over, but like you putting them on the internet and shit like that without their permission, that shit is kind of weird.
Yeah, or you know they'll say yes though. I mean, you're gonna give them $20 at least.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they say yes? I mean, I'd say yes. And for a lot of them, they're either extremely in need and were still in extreme financial debt and are now living homeless, or have a drug problem and because of that are homeless and are always buying a drug, or there's so many reasons, you know. And I think a lot of the time just giving them $20 is almost like, here's $20. Wait, can I record you now? It's like kind of fucked up. I don't know. And that man's gonna go make like $10K off that video.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I don't know. I like the videos more where they like get them hooked up with like a cell phone and like a hotel room for like a week and shit like that, and like get them hooked up with like some job interviews and shit like that. I don't like that they have to record it.
Yeah, I do like that. It's more intimate.
But to me, it's more intimate, and it actually shows that they're helping them, and that's actually helping, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of like, here's $20, even though
and that encourages people to change other people's lives. I think.
I don't like if you're really gonna be a content creator. And you're going to make content off of giving someone $20, yet you get to go home and sit around all day and go think of ideas and shit to do. You could at least do something a little bit more, like,
that's fine.
Generous,
I like
bro. Because these guys, they have an opportunity that people they want to watch them. So do something a little bigger. You have people's attention on you, so why stop it? Like your whole thing is content creation. Do something big. You want views? I don't know. I think it's just fucked up. Like when people are like, $20, can I record you for like 40 minutes of us like going shopping to like McDonald's and stuff?
Yeah. Let me get the number 5. Super size. Like
yeah, and they get a bigger meal than them and shit like that and eat with them and stuff. And it's just like, dude, stop flexing so hard.
I hate when they try to have a conversation with them. Like a regular, like a weird conversation.
Like a weird conversation for the video. Just when you can tell it's because they're trying to get something for content, bro.
Yeah. So how you living? What you been doing?
Yeah, dude, no.
Being homeless.
Well, I go from corner to corner on the daily. Begging for money, and then I go sleep behind places and then get yelled at for it.
Yep.
And then can't go to any cities because they put up spikes now so that I can't live on the warm vent. So it's pretty shit, my guy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is it? What did you think it would be like?
It's rough. You don't have any friends? No, my cat died, my dog died, my daughter died, my mother died, my granddaughter died. So, yeah.
Don't you have like a granddad that
Oh, man.
Bro, I swear. For real though, they'd be like, don't you have someone that could like get you money?
No cap.
Like, no. I was once in severe debt and still am. I'm now homeless. Not to mention all my family is dead and I don't know anyone. It's been 20 years. I hate you.
Especially being a man. You got the number one phrase you're gonna hear is get a job, get a job, get a job. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, bro.
But if you really down bad, I saw a video. If you really down bad and you're homeless,
people won't hire them because they smell.
Yeah, that too. And you don't have. What if you don't got a phone? So even if they wanted to hire you, how you gonna call you back?
Then it's been so long, they don't have any real experience. Some people, not all of them, but for plenty of those older men, they don't have any experience. It's been a while. And so it's not like they can go do something extreme like an office job. They have to go, you know, they don't get to hop back into work. Like,
right.
They're going to go do something for minimum wage. And so it's like, yeah, I could go do that, but no one's going to hire me if I smell so bad when I come into work that no one's willing to stand near me.
That's facts.
Like, these people need a place to go shower. They need a place to sleep. Like, the other thing is, where the fuck do I store my money?
That's facts. But shit, I don't know. I feel like nowadays you can, especially if you're working at a fast food restaurant, you can get a card from them.
Yeah, you can get a bank account and shit like that a lot easier. But I mean, it's a lot.
I was thinking about it. Well, I don't give a damn. I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, damn, with the Metaverse and shit like that.
I still can't.
Is it gonna be possible to get raped in the Metaverse? Like, I was wondering, like, it's like, could you get sued or canceled?
I'm assuming some like 12-year-old or like some 4-year-old boy comes into the room like on his dad's head first, like walks into my dick, and I'm like, can I sue him now? Can I sue the father?
Because bro, it's just gonna get crazier and crazier. Like with people identifying as one thing at a certain hour of the day, and then another thing at another hour. It's like, bro, it just gets to the extreme, and a lot of this shit gotta be in conjunction with fucking trolling, bro. Like today people troll more than you remember 2016, 2015.
Oh God, that's
when motherfuckers was running in the gas stations, knocking everything over, and like leaving.
What is Facebook gonna do with their servers when people are going on? Are they just gonna ban people if like they say they're gonna come? If they like start saying people's IP addresses and their home addresses and stuff like that?
Bro, exactly, shit like that. Cause like look what they did to Donald Trump and Alex Jones. Deplatform them motherfuckers.
Deplatform.
So they had to make their own website and shit like that for people to find their shit.
That was so sad, dude.
And his own app.
That was so pitiful. Like sometimes you just gotta like stop for a second. Man could not though.
Yeah, I saw a headline. He was talking to Candace Owens about the vaccine and shit like that. I was like, I'm not watching that bullshit.
He is still trying, bro. People, he's I'm definitely gonna run in the re-election.
That's what I was just about to say.
Fucking no.
You think he's gonna run again?
No. Yes, I do. And
you think Kanye gonna run the same time he ran?
I fucking hope so, dude. I've been wanting Kanye to run. I'll vote Kanye.
He ran the last time, but it was too late for certain states.
I was about to say it was like two. Yeah, he wasn't. Kanye was not serious about it last time. Kanye needs to be for real.
I wouldn't trust nobody that got as much shit that he got going on to have time to make the best decisions for the country.
Yeah, I just want Kanye to be president just to show us all how like lack of control the president actually has.
But we already seen that through Donald Trump.
No, Donald Trump made us all think, oh, Donald Trump has got it right. I would love to watch Kanye.
Oh no, the fuck he did not.
Dude, the whole Republican side. Now, plenty of Democrats, plenty of people in the middle may not believe that, right? Plenty of people don't care. See right through it, once again. But there are a whole bunch of people who looked right at Donald Trump and were like, wow, you're changing us for the better. Like,
okay, like in what ways?
Dude, I don't even remember ways, because people were non-stop talking about, like, the job growth and the wall and just, he's gonna save us and deport them.
But do you think that's worth all the, or even the January 6th riot? You think all the good, supposed good that he's done was worth?
I don't think any of the good what I would like Kanye to show is that all that good that people think Trump did, it's not Trump at all. There are a whole bunch of people in the White House and in the office, the Oval Office, that absolutely get shit done.
That's true. But Trump went out guns blazing. He
went out of his way to make an uproar.
He said, fuck everybody that supported him initially, his own lawyer and shit like that, wrote a book about him. It was a whole bunch of people that he turned against and turned against him.
He played it like a businessman. Any attention is good attention, the first wave. Now, that doesn't last forever, but he literally played that whole situation like a businessman. You just want attention. Doesn't matter what kind of PR you're getting. You just want PR. The more PR you get, the better. It's just shown. It doesn't even matter if it's bad shit.
Yeah, that makes 100% sense, especially if you counter that with how much PR Joe Biden got, which was little to none compared to all the bullshit Donald Trump did in the 4 years that he was elected. So I agree with that. He said a whole lot of dumb shit.
The only reason
we don't even now we don't really hear from Joe Biden that much unless he sounds like a dumbass, or tripping over his words or not recalling some shit, So
Trump lost because then the people were like, there really was. There was a hate campaign against him going on a little bit. You know what I mean?
His supporters are still here and still alive because even now I be driving around or whatever, motherfuckers still got their Trump flag up. Like, they like, fuck that. I ain't throwing, I'm still riding. And I really admire that, if not anything else. Like, I don't support all his decisions or whatever. But I know I don't not support all his decisions either. If I really had them all in front of my face.
Stuff.
But, yeah. But his supporters is riding for him. Even though he lost, they still fuck this. Biden ain't my president.
It ain't even 2022 yet. They got the 2024 stuff ready, bro.
Exactly. If you think about it, like, people was writing for, damn, what was I about to say? I forgot. I was about to say something about the previous president. Whatever.
Obama or Bush or
something. I
Clinton or
the war on drugs.
That was
the March on Selma.
That was Bush, wasn't it?
The war on drugs.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I don't think you are. I want to say that's Bush.
But I believe.
certainly wasn't Nixon.
It was. I think I was about to say Nixon.
1971. Who was president in 1971?
Nixon.
Nixon.
I told you.
Damn! I was like, it certainly wasn't Nixon. It certainly was Nixon.
Yep.
I was wrong. Okay.
And the stop and frisk bill that what's his name, Joe Beazle and Joe Biden, he signed off on. But we forgive him because he's a Democrat. But fuck it, I don't give a damn. I ain't never voted. I don't think I ever will vote because fuck all this bullshit. The president is not gonna make. First of all,
come on, you got a local vote though. Local voting though.
Yeah, okay, I'll consider that.
Local voting is important, I promise. Even if like people don't want to like have a like, fuck, I'm speaking too fast. Even if people want to have their beliefs on like the big voting and the voting conspiracies for the high top, what voting conspiracy is there for local voting? I mean, dead ass, just vote in people that will locally help out.
Yeah.
I dead ass think that that's important. I think like getting, people that accept weed up into local office is a big first step.
But who's running on that, especially in a southern state?
There are candidates. There was he didn't get that far because he wasn't that good with his own advertising. But who was it?
I do murder bare face, don't need no mask to disguise me.
I don't even see the man anymore. It's been so long since I voted, there's no news about him. Damn. He died off, bro. Man said I didn't win and just was like,
fuck it.
I'm sad.
Time to hit the fit.
That shit don't work, bro. You gotta stay popping. You gotta stay in the news like that. That's how you win.
Yeah, because remember Andrew Wang? He didn't win, but I think he got like a position to be a newscaster or some shit like that. He was
That's smart, bro.
Yeah, or something like that. He got a show or something like that, so he used that to springboard some other shit. So that's really dope.
Is he gonna keep doing like stuff for being a local governor and stuff like that?
I have no idea.
I'd be interested.
Maybe both. That'd be really cool.
I feel like he'd lose voters by him stopping working in Congress. Because to me, it's like I'm like, oh, this person's got experience already working within the government. Like I feel like. For me, one of the problems with Donald Trump at first was that he was a businessman, not a congressman. I thought that was weird, It's not like he had gone to law school or anything. It was like...
You don't need to. You just need to be above a certain age. I think it was, 35? Yep, 35 or above.
I just felt like it was important, man. I got my own, kind of list of criteria going on. Shit like that kind of helps, This man's supposed to be approving bills. What the fuck he know about bills? He just approving it whether he like it or not. That's kind of weird.
That's facts. It's crazy how 6ix9ine and Donald Trump, they are so alike, man. They were liked by a whole bunch of people before. I guess the heat came down or whatever the fuck you would call it,
Yeah.
And people like, oh fuck you, because
low key, it's because of the way that he treated Hillary. I almost feel like it came back to bite him in the ass. Which is funny because he was always talking about the heat coming on Hillary, and I feel like that stayed salty with a lot of the Democrats stayed salty, and kept thinking about that until they pulled that same thing on him. You know what I mean? Where they're like, let us check your records and shit like that. You remember?
And he said no.
And he said no, and then they pulled a fucking war on him with that shit, basically.
A lot of rappers and shit, they used to put his name in songs and shit like that. But now it's like, if you support him, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And it's crazy, cause, after he right before he was about to leave office, remember he pardoned a bunch of people, and Kodak Black, he was one of those people, and Kodak Black supports him. He's literally the reason that he's out. He got pardoned, So
I know it was a publicity stunt though.
What is?
Him pardoning all those people. He was
For sure.
He was literally
the
like,
last
who
effort.
should I pardon? And people
Joe
were like,
Exotic thought he was gonna get out.
Yeah, people were like, pardon Joe Exotic, please. Yeah, it was dead ass just like him, like, who do you want me to pardon though?
Tiger King came out like 6 months to a year after it did. It probably would have been on the radar. He probably could have possibly went out, but by the time Tiger King came out, it was already dying down.
Yeah, Trump was done. Right? I know. By the end, Trump was like, he wasn't even trying no more. Like, Pence was having to come in and like do conferences for him that he was supposed to be at. Like, he was like, I ain't showing up.
And then he ended up like sending the wolves on Pence. Because I think he was in that meeting. With a lot of other people. Nancy Pelosi, he was talking shit. You should do this and that. They could have got killed or hurt.
I think Trump's gonna run again. Do you think Pence would run with him though, after how he treated him?
I think I wouldn't put nothing past it if all the incentives were there.
Right.
I know that's how this game worked because Kamala Harris, she was talking shit about Joe Biden being a sexual harasser. And look at her now. She's the vice president. We did it, Joe! She's like, just like he did it to whoever that woman was or whatever the fuck that situation was.
They totally pulled that card, and they used it right, though. Because I was so intrigued by the fact that two people who weren't necessarily friends working together.
It makes sense.
Because I thought that was cool, bro. They don't have to be friends. They should have just a goal to help people.
But when you start being a hypocrite, that's when it's like, okay, you only after this for one reason, and that's cool because I know that's the way of the game, that's the way of the politics and shit like that. We've seen it time and time again. You even watch something as simple as a movie, it'd be a cop movie. You'd be like, it'd be only one good cop in the whole department, and he's new and shit like that. Everybody else is dirty, and what happens? They end up murking his ass. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sad Joe Biden is so fucking boring when he goes on TV.
Yeah.
He's the most fucking boring motherfucker to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how Trump actually made it interesting to watch that shit, though, sometimes. I learned a lot about what was going on.
That's what flipped up the whole thing around because politics is filled with filibusters and shit like that and legal statements and shit like that. It's not supposed to be exciting. He made it exciting because he was making a complete ass of himself.
Yeah,
so, you know what I'm saying? So it was really fun and really entertaining time just to see the bullshit and to see the depths, the lower depths that this country, can go to.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, I voted for Biden. I'm still out here like, Kamala Harris, she be just intriguing me. And it's not, Biden, I don't be mean to him because he's got a speech thing that he covered over years ago and people still make fun of him.
Yeah, that's what they say, but I don't know if it's a speech thing.
He used to...
I've seen a whole bunch of clips of him just saying stuff that don't make sense at all. Like, they're not even cohesive at all.
My God, I know. It just worries me some days, I'm just like, oh no. Who did I vote for? But then I'm also people were making fun of Trump. It's just always the other. There's always the other side who are making meme videos.
It's a whole bunch of bipartisan, politics and shit like that. And when you got a system set up to where it's either the red side or the blue side, the Bloods or the Crips, which side, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna represent? It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. It's like religion. It's like, oh, if you don't believe 100% in this shit, you're not a true red side or not a true blue side, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
fuck all of that, bro. Go independent if you don't want to get a bunch of fucking mail from those people, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit. If you pick a side and you register, I think you start getting mail and all that shit. It's funny, bro.
Sense and shit.
Make sure you vote for Trumpy Trump. That would be funny just to write myself on there as Republican just to laugh at all the Trump mail and shit like that.
He did have some funny ass
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some stupid ass commercials and shit like that.
That's how I know he won the first time, bro. It's just because people were intrigued. He was funny. And he really rode at that and thought he was gonna go for a second run or something. And He really got close. I was amazed by how well he did.
If they do let Donald Trump run again for president, just for the January 6th event like alone, like what is that gonna say about the country and people in charge? It's like, damn, bro, if you letting this motherfucker run again, you realize that shit can and might happen again.
It would be so lame though, because then I feel like it's gonna be like, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be problems because I think people are going to start getting tired of not having two candidates really to vote for. Like, when I voted for Biden, it wasn't because, like, yes, Biden. Like, I made sure Biden was good enough to vote for, but it was just, like, it didn't feel like I had two candidates to vote for. It was just because I knew I didn't like how Trump had done in the last 4 years.
Exactly. So, basically, a forced choice and shit like that.
So, I was forced into going, I hope the other side can do something better. It didn't... Right, I was backed into a corner. I feel like a lot of voters were. You know? And I think that might have been part of why Biden won. Was because I feel like a lot of people were like, didn't really like how those 4 years played out.
Yeah. And he was exposing a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And his team and shit like that, so... It just wasn't no loyalty. It was just like everybody for themselves, like, fuck you, yep. Once the government started asking questions like, yep, fuck you, you did it, you did this, you did that, you took money from me, blah, 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 you know.
Even the conspiracy theorists who originally thought Trump was going to come in and change everything for them.
Yeah.
Found out that Trump was then over there talking to Russia, talking to, he was talking to a lot of people. And then there were like secret conversations that were like.
And I go back to that businessman shit. He was just running his position like he'd run a business. So you can't even get mad at him.
Again, he was running it like how he knew how to do, but I don't know if that's what America needs. You know? Maybe to get out of debt, that's what we need. You know?
It's going to take way more people like him to really come in and make the harsh decisions, cut the funding for the whatever the fuck, to make it more for whatever the hell.
Oh my god. I was watching this story where they finally cut police funding. And within weeks their crime rates have gone up. It's like they actually defunded the police. It wasn't just a fucking it was like they really took away most of the income for them. And people thought it was just gonna work out perfectly fine.
No.
I'm just like, no, bro. And I fucking fully support Black Rights Matter. Or Black Lives Matter. Man, I'm over here I'm high, bro. I keep saying the wrong shit today. But yeah. I did not think that was going to work because no shit crime's going to come when you don't have police.
Yeah. I don't think everybody that even says the words defund the police mean the same thing. Because one thing I heard that I agree with is don't take all the fucking money. Don't take the police from the communities. Because that's just going to be anarchy. But take some of the billions of dollars, millions of dollars that police get that go towards, not even specifically their salary, but go towards other shit. Take a percentage of that, donate it in these low income, not even specifically black, but donate it in these low income areas so they have opportunities and shit that they can do that's positive and not just I need to eat today, so I gotta rob this person, or I gotta rob the Lamborghini store or whatever.
I think it's weird that we're attacking our police budgets that are barely good enough, and we're not attacking our military budgets where they're over there making crazy secret Delta 9 fucking jets and stuff like that we just don't need yet. And I'm sure there's gonna be some people that would defend it and say, no, we need to always be ahead. We always need to be ahead. We need to make sure we're ahead.
Yeah.
But it's they put billions of dollars into building this dumbass fucking plane, and it's you just skip it one time. Just don't make the next plane that you really want to have fun with making.
That's true, but
and donate it. I feel like military salary.
Even in areas like New York and shit like that, the police officers, they was getting billions of dollars. 15, I heard a figure, 15 billion, 20 billion. If you just 3 billion from that, or 1 billion, and donate it into these areas, and so we can make relationships how it should be between the police and people. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm the boss. It shouldn't be a game of cat and mouse. It should be like, okay, I know you, you know me, so we got a relationship. So the crime will be less for the people that live in the area at least, because there'll be personal relationships when the police officers come up and shit like that.
Why would and it's hard sometimes because it's not rehabilitation. It's just straight punishment when you go to jail. There's no incentive, no real reason to turn yourself in. It's not like I'm going to go and I'm going to come out a better person. You're going to go and you might come out raped. You know what I mean? Like, when people go, it's like, it's time for me to take my punishment, I got you, bro.
That's facts. But I heard, a figure that the government it takes the government gets, I don't know how it works, but
the prison system is
business. The prison system is a business. I think it said for a whole year for a juvenile to be taken care of, the government gets $300,000 for that juvenile living in those obviously way them lower conditions, obviously.
Oh, yeah. And then when you start getting them working, it's even better. You get to take 30% off the top or whatever.
Exactly. They literally get pennies like per day type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this shit on top of that. It's like, why would you stop? That's one of the biggest businesses that we have in America. Ever since day one. Not to sound like a Debbie Downer, but it's
That's why
always
there's no
been
prison system reform.
Exactly. It's always been, oh, I want this shit, so the Native Americans get down and lay down. Like, we're gonna rape your women, we're gonna have your kids and shit like that. We're gonna kill the men that want to fight back, And that's just always been a strategy for people to be conquerors and shit like that. Even Alexander the Great, not even just whatever.
I just hate that.
Genghis Khan, the biggest conquerors and shit like that. They were raping, pillaging women, all that shit. Kids.
On God, they take advantage of people in need. I mean, that's how most of those are, like, a lot of, not most, but that's how a lot, maybe it probably was most, how most of those Mongolians were spreading is they'd go rape women, then she'd have their baby, and then they'd be like, yes.
Makes sense.
Because if I think about it, they spread so far out, it really might have been most of them.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably where the pure-blooded Mongolian died off, is because they spread out so far, and they really claimed some territory. There's like there's like a lot of people with like Mongolian in them because of that shit. If you go like deep down, people from the East Asias and stuff like that, like there's like I don't even remember, but there's like a much higher chance for him to be your ancestor than like a lot of other people and stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting.
They didn't use the pull-out method when they were raping back then, so
They did not worry about that.
Makes sense. But I don't know. I kind of want to end it on a question. I was thinking about a question, but I don't really have one specifically. Okay. Did you have a PlayStation 1 when you were a kid? Or 2?
I got the Xbox 360. That was the first thing. Before that, I had like the...
Oh, the 360, shit.
Yeah. Before that, I...
Did you only have that regular Xbox? I had the Xbox. I think the first day of my guy had the whole game.
No, my parents...
on killing people.
No, that was too much scary stuff on there. So I didn't get a console till like the 360 was coming out. I was like...
What games did you play on that one?
The first games I got to play were Left 4 Dead, and like I played like Left 4 Dead.
Damn, you ain't playing none of the old systems though. I was about to ask you. Damn, I didn't ask you that question.
My parents were not super, like my dad was cool with it, but my mom was not super crazy about it at first. And so like for like a year, I just played Left 4 Dead with like my friend Grant. Like that was just what we would play. There would be like some other games in there, but nothing as much as just going back to Left 4 Dead. Because it was just like, we didn't have online, and there was no way in hell I was going to get Xbox Gold or whatever it was, or Xbox Live Gold or any of that stuff. So I worked with what I had. I was like just down to play co-op zombies and stuff like that. That was like the most graphic game I got to play for like a long time. I didn't really get to like decide what games I was playing till like I got my PC, my laptop. I got that when I was like 13 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy because that was when I was like, no one can look at my.
I remember the end game. Remember that? The little stick figure thing.
Which one?
The end game.
In game?
But end game.
I know that one.
Wow. That was legendary.
Is it like the guy with the orange pants?
No, it's a stick figure guy, and like you gotta run and jump off walls, and it's explosives. You gotta not hit the explosives, and jump pads and lasers and shit like that.
Damn. No, I never played that one,
bro.
There was one stick figure game where it was like fighting, and where it kind of looked like. I'm gonna just stop that right there. There was one. I'm so rude when people be calling. I just be like, 1 second. There was this one where it was 2 stick figures, and it would be one person on the left side, one person on the right side, kind of like a basic fighting game, like you're, you know.
That sounds
I can't even
familiar.
think of one, like kind of like how Injustice plays, like how Tekken plays, how Street Fighter plays. It's that basic, but it was just stick figures.
Okay.
And you could do like kung fu and stuff like that. I played one of those where you would like keep going up and get harder championships and stuff like that. And then I played the one where it was like the silly pant or the orange pants or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember 40 pants or some dumb shit.
Something dumb like that. And
That was
pretty
on
cool.
what was that racing game? Now you got me thinking. You know the racing game, it would be stick figure motherfuckers. Damn, it was on coolmap.com.
No, because I played Dune Buggy. If I needed something with cars, Dune Buggy, bruh.
But you said something, and I think that's how I wanted the question. Street Fighter or Tekken?
Street Fighter.
Damn, I'm going with Tekken, bro.
Really?
I'm going with Tekken.
Nah, Street Fighter, I just like how it's like the menus and then like the characters. I just prefer them. I remember them more. They're more notable to me. Although I do remember the bear from Tekken. I'll never forget the bear.
The bear, Devil Jin, like, bro, Devil Jin was fire. Jin was low-key the strongest player on that shit. If you know how to play it right.
And then the
regular
man.
Yeah, Hayachi. Oh my god, he was super strong. But you gotta know how to fight with him though. He had them super basic moves, but if you use the combos, that's your ass.
Dude, it was cool. There were some characters that I really fucked with. I remember Tekken, but Street Fighter, I had a Street Fighter on my DS. I've had a Street Fighter on every console.
That makes sense.
So it's a lot more nostalgic for me. It's just like, I don't know.
I feel you. I was more the Tekken lane and shit like that. I used to be around friends and shit like that. They would play it on Xbox 360 and other games like that. The newest ones and shit like that. And it would always be super dope how they upgraded it, made it look more realistic and shit like that. But now it's on a whole different spectrum. So that's dope.
I'm sad. I remember when there used to actually be arcades and stuff in Fayetteville.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was so cool.
That's probably dead. Arcades, buffets, that's dead.
Dead.
RP, man. RP.
Rest in peace, Golden Corral.
No cap. Rest in peace to the Chinese buffet shit.
Anybody else missed, like, low-key Golden Corral was this shit, by the way.
Yeah,
I just gotta say.
As a kid, they never let you take food home, so I would have a drink, and I would drink the drink, then I would fill it up with candy, bro. Like,
Oh, this man's smart.
Oh God, I had to have my ways, man.
No, I never did that. No, that would have been smart,
that
bro.
That shit was fire. Had all the jelly beans, the whatever.
Damn, okay. Yes, sir.
But anyway, man, there you have it. Motherfucking a new episode of Bro Conversation, Smoke Session. I don't even know what I'm going to name it, but you know what I'm saying? We out here.
We out.
For a new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned in to Bro Conversations.